What is this? Well, let me tell you what it is, guys. After an 8.5 hour drive home yesterday, I was exhausted and went to sleep. But I did have a package on my doorstep that I want to share with you guys because my friends over at Abra have decided to give me a little care package to celebrate all the referrals and people that have signed up to them, and they're, saying thank you, and I wanted to share with you guys what exactly I received in the box. Now, I did check it to make sure everything was a-okay, and everything is. I just took out all the packaging materials and crap like that, so it looks a little bit nicer. So bear with that, but they also sent me this awesome Abra shirt. I couldn't wait to throw it on, so I put this on as well. But I want to show you guys what exactly this is. For those of you who don't know what Abra is, Abra has been a huge support on the channel. Basically, they offer an exchange based in the US. They are based in California, which offers a way to exchange Bitcoin, altcoins, cryptocurrency, Litecoin, XRP, all these different coins. They actually just added like either 160 or like 60 plus cryptocurrencies that you can now exchange on their website. So huge shout out to Abra for making this possible. Without further ado, let's check out what is in this box, and then I'll show you guys my studio that my dad kind of took over while I was away at college. So let's check it out. All right, so let me try to open this with one hand. I don't think it's doable. All right, never mind, I lied. You can see there was a lot more stuff in here, packaging materials in the boxes. I took those out. They sent me these Abra, wine koozies, which I really like. They're stainless steel. It's Abra with their logo. They're made out of metal, which I really do like, and they're really nice. So now I actually have something to drink my coffee out of in the morning that actually supports cryptocurrency. They sent me 2 of these, so huge fan of that. And then they also sent me this card by Abra, of course. And I think this is from Gio, who works their social media and marketing team, who I've been in contact with for over a year now. You can see, thanks for all your support, Hayden. Keep up the good work, the Abra team. So huge shout out to them, guys. Love what they do. I love Abra. I use them quite a lot. And then you can see they also sent me this glass Abra water bottle, and it is glass. You can see right here through it, it is glass. This is like the protective casing on it. I really like this. And then everything else that they sent is pretty much just a ton, and I mean a ton, of Abra stickers. And I really, huge shout out to them. I love what they do. Definitely check them out, guys. They are linked in the description, and I do believe they offer a sign-up bonus. So if you guys haven't seen, every time I'm on the exchange, I kind of throw a little pop-up that says if you sign up. Yeah, so basically if you sign up to their link, down in the description, you make an account on your iPhone, they will give you a free $25 of Bitcoin, and all you have to do is deposit $5 of Bitcoin. Unlike Coinbase, which is if you deposit $100, they give you $10 in Bitcoin. Abra will give you $25 in Bitcoin if you deposit just $5. I think that's awesome. Definitely check them out. I've used it. All of my friends have used it and made quite a bit of money. The cool thing is you can literally cash it out if you don't want to use the app. I recommend you do use it, but if you ever wanted to just cash it out, that's an opportunity. The second you get it in your account, you can send it to any exchange, turn it into cash. The great thing about Abra, which is different than all the other exchanges, is that you can turn it into US dollars and put it in your bank. So when we do Bybit, when we do DueDEX, all those other accounts, you can't actually turn it into US dollars and put it in your bank. Abra allows you to set up a Chase bank, a TD bank, whatever bank you have for the most part, and then you can literally send it right into your bank account. So I think that's huge. Otherwise, let me show you guys the makeshift studio that we have right here, and then we'll jump into today's episode. All right, so I know what you're thinking. It looks like a mess. I know. Basically, since I went back up to college, my dad has kind of taken over my studio that I built for myself because he likes to use it for his office and his work. He does real estate. Pretty cool. Shout out to him. But I've kind of, in the interim, made my, statement known. I put my camera there. We have these big lights that he uses. And then my desk is really a mess because of all of his real estate work. But when I do come back over the summer, everything will be back to normal. You can see we have the Litecoin picture right there. We have my Crypto TV porcelain logo. We have all the ledgers, decent wallets, hardware wallets. We even have Bitcoin liquid assets, 2 laptops, of course. And otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. Welcome back, guys. Obviously, you guys can see the setup has changed quite a bit since I've been home. Today's video we'll be looking at obviously Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, as well as obviously the Abra exchange adding 60 new coins to their investment. Pretty awesome. Things are a lot different, guys. I mean, I'm absolutely thrilled to be back recording in the next couple of days in my studio back home. Obviously, there's tons of stuff missing from here, considering half my stuff is upstate and half my stuff is down here. But I thought I would just share with you guys what it would look like. You can see all the crypto stuff in the background. I love it, and I think this is going to be a huge improvement to the channel later on. But more specifically, we should be focusing right now on the charts. As you guys know, crypto is doing pretty crazy, and you can see that yesterday we made a video where I basically discussed that I found where the next breakout would be within XRP and Bitcoin, and I wanted to continue off that, discussing where I pretty much expect this to move to. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and remember, we do a $25 Bitcoin giveaway every single Friday. All you have to do to enter is comment hashtag CryptoTV down below. Leave a comment, make sure to be subscribed to the channel, and then yeah, let's jump into today's episode. So guys, like I said, we were discussing the XRP where the breakout was going to be happening, and I do think that I did find where that's going to happen. And off of that, I want to continue to discuss some pretty interesting things that I found. So I want to start with XRP, of course, and I'm noticing a couple of things. We can see XRP on its daily is having some interesting movements. You can see right now we're kind of hitting a wall or a bit of a resistance right here, and I think I know why. And you can see right now that we have 2 days where we started to trend upwards, a clear support at the bottom. 20 cents is a huge support considering we corrected up 2 cents in that time period. You can see this is the support. Tons of support at 20, and then 16 would be the bottom, and it seems to be holding this 20-cent zone pretty well. I do think that we will start to trend upwards, eventually hitting 25 cents, consolidating, and then potentially falling back down to 16 cents. Then maybe see that breakout to the upside after that. But for right now, yes, we are having a bit of resistance right here with these 2 days. And when you look at other cryptocurrencies, you can kind of figure out why that is. Now, we are oversold, so that is a good indication that we are going to start to head back up. But when you look at Litecoin, you can kind of see where this issue zone arises. So check this out. You can see on Litecoin where there seems to be a major descending fractal forming. And you'll notice right now we did bounce off of support numerous times at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You can see where this resistance starts to, intertwine itself. Right here at $46, we're having a bit of trouble breaking through. We've had support here in the past. You can see support has been here. Support is over here. Too many times have we tested this as a support, and now that we're having trouble breaking through, it's starting to act as a resistance. Now, with that being said, what can we configure? What can we figure out on this chart? Basically, I think that we are going to continue to trend upwards. We may see some sideways trending, but I do think within a short period of time, we're going to start to head back up, retest 54, and then probably continue back downwards. When we take our focus back to XRP, we do need to fill this in. Obviously, this big white line has been a massive downtrend on the coin for almost, I want to say, years now. So the fact that this is a massive resistance does give us reason to believe there's a good chance we're going to be hitting this and then heading lower. And when you look at Bitcoin, you can kind of configure the same thing. Now, this is obviously a short-term symmetrical triangle. I mean, we could look at the weekly and kind of figure out if there was a bigger, fractal or descending triangle or anything. You don't really see it that much. We see a smaller ripple. We may see a smaller one again, and that could ultimately lead to a bigger downtrend. There are some people that are drawing some sort of support like this. This is obviously still a huge possibility, but for right now, I'd like to just, use what we have. This is obviously a clear symmetrical triangle based off of the previous one that we've had in the past. This is a clear resistance that we're at, it's a support. I didn't even notice this in the past, but if we draw this right here, it's very very close to where we are on the charts. If I zoom out a little bit, you can see what it is that I'm referring to. You can see how much this was the descending triangle right here that broke bearish and we fell lower. This is more of a symmetrical triangle that is coming to an end fairly soon. Now, when you zoom in, like I said in yesterday's video, this does seem to find some sort of point, like end game point right here, which is about December, end of December, going into 2020. Now, obviously, we have Christmas, we have a lot of holidays. We'll see exactly how that affects the coin. It'd be very, very, very odd if we do decide to break bearish. But as we know, if coins do decide to break bearish, we can always use DueDEX to short the coin and make quite a bit of profit. Now, for right now, in terms of short term, which I know you guys like, the short term, really short term trends, you can see we did break the descending triangle on the RSI. On the 4 hour, we didn't do so on the daily, which is okay. It's going to be very interesting to see what exactly happens here. You can see we're getting extremely close to testing this, but there's a good chance we could break bearish. If we do decide to break through that, I do expect to see a very quick and rapid pop in the coin, which would ultimately send the coin upwards, probably retesting about $7,700, very similar to where XRP would test, around 25 cents on XRP, about $7,700 on Bitcoin from its current $7,200 play. Ethereum is also kind of having a little bit of struggle, very similar with XRP, very similar with Bitcoin, very similar with Litecoin. All the coins seem to be in sync right now. You can see right here, all of them seem to be in sync. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, EOS, Binance Coin, they're all in a very similar position, trending the same exact way, which makes me believe that Bitcoin and Litecoin are pretty much leading the way with XRP as well to where this point of breakout is. Now, in the short term, if you guys want to trade, there's a good possibility we're going to swing up here. Now, obviously, you guys must be wondering, well, why don't you buy in on DueDEX? You closed your position. When are you going to buy back in? That's a good question. Well, let me answer that for you. I do plan on buying in, but it is in the short term. As you guys know, that I did find out, DueDEX does charge about 10 cents per 8 hours, 8, 16, 24. I'd say about 30 cents per day for leaving a position open, which is a way for you guys to sell off. They don't want to keep leveraging for that long, which it's a small price to pay if you consider that you leverage by 10 or 20%. Or 20 times, and we jump to 30 cents off of a 22-cent token, you're going to make all that money back and then some. So you can consider investing early. Now, I obviously think the second we start to see the run, that's probably when I'm going to be buying in. XRP is oversold on the daily. This is huge, guys. We haven't been oversold ever since. Honestly, I'd go back all the way to August. So it's been months now of just trending above the oversold line. We finally get to be back below it. It's a good indicator that there's a chance we're going to see that pop back up to 26, 27 cents before we rally down lower. So this is obviously going to be a great leverage trade upwards, and then a short-term short as we fall to lower levels, obviously retesting 20 cents. Possibly 16 cents is in the future for XRP. Now, to wrap up today's video, I do want to talk about this cool investing thing that Abra did actually tell me before the release, but now that it's out, I would like to explain that to you guys. Obviously, Abra is expanding its U.S. offerings, adding support to 60 new cryptos and doubling users' bank deposit limits. So something awesome is, besides Coinbase Pro, Abra is one of these exchanges that actually allows you to cash out to U.S. dollars and deposit that into your bank account, unlike all the other exchanges that pretty much only let you trade into Bitcoin and then you can transfer it around, which is still okay. Abra lets you turn it into U.S. dollars and cash it out. Now, they do offer that incentive sign-up bonus, which I highly recommend you take advantage to. A free $25 of Bitcoin for a $5 deposit in this bear market makes sense to take advantage of, especially, when everybody's potentially losing money. We're shorting now, so we do have that opportunity. So check that out. It is one of the links in the description, either the second or third link in the description. Highly recommend you check that out. It is very useful. But you can see, they're expanding their deposits. So now you can make their deposit amounts from $4,000 to $8,000 per week, $16,000 per month, $4,000 per day, which is huge. They've added 60 more currencies: QDM, Bitcoin Gold, EOS, Omisco. They have XRP, they have Litecoin, they have Ethereum, and they even have Forex trading, pretty much, where you can buy into different currencies throughout the market. So check that out as well. That's awesome. Tons of things happening on these currencies right now. We're hitting a short-term consolidation, but I do think this run is coming to about 20 cents, maybe $52, $54 on Litecoin, about $7,700 on Bitcoin. Ethereum,
potentially 193, and XRP around 24 to 25 cents. Otherwise, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys like this one. I think it's pretty cool. You know, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, check out Abra in the description, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.